यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोधनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन
यमुनतीरावनचारी
यमुनतीरवनचारी
जय राधमाधव जय कुञ्जबिहारी
जय राध माधव जय कुञ्ज विहारी।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद।
जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव।
निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल
सागर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नेता गौर हरि बोल।
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय शिल
जय
माद की जय गुरु महाराज की जय वीरेंद्र श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय शुगल कृष्णदास प्रभु जी की जय
जय।
all glorious to humble devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you all devotees once again for joining. Hare Krishna. Okay. Mr. Madaji also joined. Sarvada Madaji. Okay. Hare Krishna. Welcome. Savananda Guruji. Hare Krishna. Welcome Guruji. Hare Krishna. Danda pranams to all assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. So, yesterday we have completed up to verse number 24. The last verse which we read was 24 yesterday. So, today we will start with the verse number 25 onwards of chapter number 2, entitled Prayers by the Demigods for Lord Krishna in the Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Shaiva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tado Jamadire नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवतेरुत्तमश्लोके भवति नैष्टये मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपादमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम् उपज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाघया चक्षुरुमीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहनरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिगुणसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहनललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगल्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देव गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण कृष्णाय गुरु श्रीमते आचार्यपादाय निताय गरुड़ाय गौर गदाधर श्री गुरु महाराज की जय Hare Krishna, welcome once more all devotees. Okay, 14 numbers. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, welcome once more all devotees. Hare Krishna. Dhamadaji. Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay. Okay, Prabhuji, I will start with the first verse, the 25.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And pranams to all assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Verse number 25. Hare Krishna. Brahma bhavacha तत्रैत्य मुनिभिर्नारदादिभिः देवैः सानुचरैः साकं गीर्भिर्वृषणमैडयन् ब्रह्मा भवच्च तत्रैत्य मुनिभिर्नारदादिभिः देवैः सानुचरैः साकं वृषणमैडयन्. Translation purport by His Divine Grace Abhajaranarinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, accompanied by great sages like Narada, Devala and Vyasa, and by other demigods like Indra, Chandra and Varuna, invisibly approached the room of Devaki, where they all joined in offering their respectful obeisances and prayers to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can bestow blessings upon everyone. Hare Krishna. Translation once more. Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, accompanied by great sages like Narada, Devala, and Vyasa, and by other demigods like Indra, Chandra, and Varuna, invisibly approached the room of Devaki, where they all joined in offering their respectful obeisances and prayers to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can bestow blessings upon everyone. Very good. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai purport. Thou Sargau loge asmin deva asura eva cha. Padma Purana. There are two classes of men, the Devas and the Asuras. And there is a great difference between them. Kamsa, being an Asura, was always planning how to kill the Supreme Personality of Godhead or his mother Devaki. Thus, he was also Krishna conscious. But devotees are Krishna conscious favorably Vishnu Bhakta, Vishnu Bhakta Smrdo Devaha. Brahma is so powerful that he is in charge of creating an entire universe, yet he personally came to receive the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Bhava, Bhava, Lord Shiva, is always jubilant in chanting the holy name of the Lord. And what to speak of Narada? Narada Muni, Bhajaya Veena, Radhika Ramana Name, Radhika Ramana Nam. Narada Muni is always chanting the glories of the Lord, and his engagement is to travel all over the universe and find a devotee or make someone a devotee. Even a hunter was made a devotee by the grace of Narada. Srila Sanatana Goswami, in his Toshani, says that the word Narada Adibihi means that Narada and the demigods were accompanied by other saintly persons like Sanaka and Sanadana, all of whom came to congratulate the or welcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Even though Kamsa was planning to kill Devaki, he too awaited the arrival of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Pragriti Shamas Taj Janma. Pradikshams Taj Janma. Hare Krishna. Sangu Paraji.
Hare Krishna. My humble pranams to all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. So we are actually entering into a new section now. We can see that this subject, actually this chapter is entitled with the name Prayers of the Demigods for Lord Krishna in the Womb, right? So actually we are starting the prayers now only. Now the prayers are starting. There are 42 verses in this chapter. Now from this verse number 25 up to 42, they all are prayers only. Prayers of the Devatas to Krishna in Devaki's womb. So whatever verses we are reading from now, verse number 25 up to 42, all are prayers by the demigods to Krishna in the Devaki's womb. So we know that already last week also we discussed that there are a lot of prayers in Bhagavatam. Prayers by Uttara, prayers by Kunti Maharani, prayers by Arjuna, prayers by Bhishma Dev, prayers by the Prachetas, like that. So this is one of the very famous prayers, the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where the Devatas are praying to Krishna while Krishna is residing in Devaki's womb. So today is the first prayer. The prayer begins today with the verse number 25, which says that Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, the topmost personalities in this universe, are accompanied by great sages like Narada, Devala, and Vyasa, and by other demigods also like Indra, Chandra, and Varuna. But they all approached invisibly, not visibly. Invisibly approached the room of Devaki, where they all joined, offering their respectful obeisances and prayers to please the. See, the prayers are actually offering their obeisances and also to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Sukadeva Goswami is saying like that. Why? Because he can bestow blessings upon everyone. Like we are all going to the temple for getting blessings of the Lord. Same way, the demigods are also going to the Supreme Lord to get his blessings. They are also dependent on his mercy only, same like us. Because we know that demigods are also Jivatma only. They are not like independent. Like we are also, like we are in the cycle of birth and death. They are also in the cycle of birth and death only. A Brahma Bhuvanaloga Punaravartina Arjuna Mahamupete Kavanteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. Krishna says in Bhagavata. Starting from Brahma Loka up to Patala Loka, everybody is in the cycle of birth and death. Nobody is exempted except Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is not a Jivatma. So he's almost like Krishna only. But Lord Brahma sometimes is Jivatma. Sometimes when there is no Jivatma qualified for position of Lord Brahma, Krishna himself will become as Lord Brahma. So we have to understand the difference. Lord Shiva is not a Jivatma, but all other demigods are Jivatmas. So they are, as we are going to the Lord for getting blessings, they also come here to pray to get the blessings. Here you can see, we'll go to Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dva bhuta sargalokesmin deva asura evacha. Padma Purana. So Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter, we already know Krishna is describing about Devi Sampad, Asuri Sampad. Two classes of people. One separate chapter Krishna is dedicated in Bhagavad Gita about the two classes of people. One is divine people and the Asura, demonic people. So from beginning of creation, even when Brahma created from beginning itself, we know from his back all the Asuras came. So we already read that past time. So from the beginning of creation, these two classes of people are already simultaneously present in the universe. One is divine people and other is demonic people. So there are two classes of men, the Daivas and Asuras. But there is a great difference between them. What is the difference? Kamsa, being an Asura, was always planning how to kill the Supreme Personality of Godhead or his mother, Devaki. Thus, he was also Krishna conscious. Here we know he was, Kamsa also was Krishna conscious only, but negative way. So, he also got liberated. Sisupal also actually was Krishna conscious. He was always thinking about how to blaspheme Krishna. So, he also got liberated when Lord released the Sudarshan Chakra. But recently I heard a lecture where Samarendra Prabhu was saying, but Vena, King Vena, he was actually blaspheming Krishna, but he did not get liberated. Why? Reason is, he was not Krishna conscious. See, either way, even if you are constantly negatively thinking about Krishna also, that is Krishna conscious only.
Yes.
Positively thinking Krishna also Krishna conscious. But Kamsa and Sisupal negatively thought about Krishna, but always. Now we can see the previous verse number 24. While sitting, lying, eating, sleeping, or walking, Kamsa saw only Rishikesha and always thought of his all pervading image. That means he was Krishna conscious, but in negative way. So there is also a verse actually, Nectar of Devotion. I don't know if somebody can remember. That was Anukulyasya. No, not that one. That we have to remember Krishna favorably. That is Bhakti. What is that, Prabhu? Sarananda Prabhu?
Anukulyana Krishnana Shilanam Bhaktiruttam.
Anukulyasya Krishnanu Silanam. So here they are remembering negatively, but Bhakti means not, we have to remember Krishna in positive. Anukulyasya Krishnanu Silanam. That is actually Bhakti. But either way, if you are Krishna conscious, you will be liberated. Negative or positive. So that's why here saying Kamsa, being an Asura, was always planning this. Thus, he was also Krishna conscious. Because he was in the negative way, but Krishna liberated because he was thinking of Krishna. So here, the whole purpose of a Krishna consciousness movement is to be always absorbed in Krishna's thought. We have to understand that. Smartavya Satadam Vishnu, Vishmartavya Jatuchit. Somehow you have to remember Krishna. If you hear Kirtan, you can remember Krishna, always hear Kirtan. For somebody, if I read book, I will remember Krishna, we can read books. But reading or chanting or bhajan is not important. What is important is whether you are absorbed in the thought of Krishna by that process. When you are chanting, whether you are absorbed in, that's why Prabhupada says, when you chant, you hear the mantra. Otherwise, when we chant, the mind goes to different places. It thinks about what happened yesterday, what we have to do after this chanting, what jobs are pending, what I have to do tomorrow, what will happen to my bank balance, or what is the plan when my children will come. All this planning will come. Now then we complete 16 rounds. So that is not much useful because you never thought about Krishna. You are chanting, your lips are chanting. It is said that it is same like a parrot chanting. Parrot also, if you train, it will chant, but it will not be conscious, right? So that kind of chanting,
Very correct.
it's not proper because something is better than nothing. Bhagavatam also says if you even unconsciously chant, you get benefit. But actually, if you want to progress in bhakti, then we have to go for attentive chanting. Why attentive chanting? Because you are remembering Krishna. When you hear the mantra means you are remembering Krishna. So when we are hearing Bhagavatam also, when we are reading Bhagavad Gita also, the purpose is to remember Krishna. When you are hearing a lecture also, the purpose is to remember Krishna. Now we are all assembled here every day 9:30. Why? Purpose is to remember Krishna. If you don't do this, we will remember something else at this time. We may think about some mundane things, politics, so many things. Hot topics are going in politics every day, all around India. So we will be thinking news channels are giving always breaking news. Then we are saying, oh, what happened? What happened? We have curiosity. Oh, what happened? Their war stopped. Flight has come. So we will be more engrossed in mundane thoughts. But by hearing Bhagavatam, now we are transferring our thoughts towards Krishna. This is like, you can see one example. If somebody is playing a musical instrument, violin, guitar, you can see they are closing their eyes. They are so much immersed in that, they are playing the instrument. If you see, same way, we have to also be absorbed when we are doing bhajan or kirtan. We have to be absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna. In that is main thing. So Prabhuji was saying that Vena did not get liberated because Vena was also blaspheming Krishna in a negative way, but he was not Krishna conscious. But here Kamsa got liberated, Sisupal got liberated, even though they were doing in a blaspheming way, but they were always Krishna conscious. So that is a very clear understanding. Always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. This is the main principle of whatever we are doing. Whatever we are doing, I said no. Start the day with God, end the day with God, and remember the day. Go throughout the day with God. Means that this is the way to God. So we have to remember while getting up, we have to pray to the Lord. And when you are going to bed, we have to thank God for that day. Next day, we have to thank God that you wake up, because normally people after sleeping, it's also called as a temporary death. If you wake up, that is Krishna's mercy. Directly, some people they sleep and then they go. So Krishna has given another new day for us, for everyone. It is not only for old people, young people also. What is guaranteed tomorrow morning I'll be there? Today I am sleeping. We do not know we will wake up or not. We sleep and we go to the dream. But tomorrow morning, if you are conscious, you are waking up, that is another gift day given by Krishna to us. So we have to cultivate that habit. First we wake up, first we should thank Krishna. Or we can chant the pranam mantra also. Namo Vishnupadaya, Jai Shri Krishna and Hare Krishna. First thank Guru and Panchatattva and Hare Krishna one time. Even night time we can do that. So and throughout the day, when we know whatever we do, Sarvam Krishna Arpanamastu, we try to dedicate that for the pleasure of the Lord. So that is the main thing we have to keep remembering, whether we are reading Bhagavata or Bhagavatam or chanting. The purpose is to remember Krishna. That's what Prabhupada is mentioning here very nicely. Kamsa was Krishna conscious. Thus he was also Krishna conscious. But as I said, Anukulyasya Krishnana Silanam. But devotees are Krishna conscious favorably, in positive way. Kamsa was negative way, but still he was liberated. But devotees are in positive. Vishnu Bhakta Smritir Deva. So favorable. We are all doing favorable Krishna Bhakti. Brahma is so powerful that he is in charge of creating an entire universe. See, Brahma, we know he's a secondary creator of this universe. Krishna gives the primary ingredients. Using the primary ingredients, that Mahatattva, that 24 elements is given by Krishna. That 24 elements assembling process is done by Brahma. He will assemble everything and then he will create life, create planets. So Brahma is so powerful that he is in charge of creating an entire universe on Brahmanda. Yet he personally came to receive the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So you can see such a great person is coming. That means we can understand the position of Krishna. Bhava, Lord Shiva is also jubilant in chanting holy name of the Lord. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rama Nama Manorame. So we know that from Vishnu Sahasranam, Lord Shiva is telling, I personally get ecstasy while chanting Lord Ram's name. And what to speak of Narada? Narada Muni always he has his veena. And Bhajaya Veena Radhika Ramana Name. He always chants Radhika Ramana name.
Narayana, Narayana, Narayana.
Yes. In South India, we always say Narayana. North India, they say actually Radhika Raman. So Radhika Raman, this is North India version. South India version is Narayana. But both are Lord's name, so there is no dispute in that. Narayana also is Krishna's name only. Radhika Raman also Krishna's name only. So Narada Muni is always chanting the glories of the Lord. Why Narayana is there? Because in South India, Narayana is only worshipped. And South India, if you see all the Alvars, they given the conclusion that the Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is no difference between Krishna and Narayana, but in the Aishwarya Bhav, Narayana is in the Aishwarya Bhav. So all the Alvars. So when in South India they are giving reference to Narada Muni, they will not tell Radhika Raman. They will tell Narada Muni chanting Narayana, Narayana. So we also know from Ajamil pastime, Ajamil also chanting Narayana, Narayana only. So both either ways it is the Lord's holy name. So there is no confusion in that. It may be Radhika Raman or Narayana. Both are equal. Yeah. So Narada Muni always chanting the glories of the Lord, and his engagement is to Prabhupada is a transcendental spaceman. Means he can travel to any planets without any passport or visa restriction. He can travel at his own will.
Yes.
Engagement is to travel all over the universe. So we are traveling from one country to another country. We are feeling so happy when we are traveling. But Narada Muni can travel from one universe to another universe also, and find a devotee or make someone devotee. So we know how many people Narada Muni has converted to devotees. Prahlad Maharaj was converted into a great devotee because of Narada Muni instruction in the womb. Dhruva Maharaj, he went for material benediction, but Narada Muni made him a great devotee of the Lord. Then Prachetas, Narada Muni preached to the Prachetas and he made to great devotees of the Lord. So here Prabhupada is giving the example of a hunter, Mrgari, right? Hunter. Was made it a devotee by grace of Narada Muni. I think we all know that story. So no need to explain the story. The hunter, Mrgari, was a cruel hunter, but by meeting Narada Muni, he became a great devotee of the Lord. And Srila Sanatana Goswami in his Toshani says that the word Narada Adibihi means that Narada and the demigods were accompanied by also other saintly persons like Sanaka, Sanatana, they also Brahma's sons, the four Kumaras, all of whom came to congratulate or welcome the. So they were in this proper protocol. They are going to welcome the Supreme Personality of Godhead in this material world. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. So the Dharma Samsthapanarthaya Sambhavami Yuga Yuga. So Krishna is coming with a mission to protect the devotees and annihilate the demons. So all the demigods are so jubilant. They are coming to welcome Krishna. This we also know. See, like when some prime minister goes or president goes to another country, normally all the people come. Recently, I think our prime minister went to some African countries, also Jordan, some countries. No, they personally the president they drove the car for him. So that is an act of respect. They personally come to receive and they drive the car means that much importance they are giving to that person. So same way we can know for all the great personalities they are coming means we know what is Krishna's position. So Brahma is the topmost creator of this universe, but he is coming to welcome Krishna. So we should know Krishna is with the supreme personality of God. So even though Kamsa was planning to kill Devaki, he too awaited the arrival of supreme personality of Godhead, Pratikshamstat Janma. So we understand the prayers. Now we can see first verse is telling who all came to welcome Krishna. Now prayers will start from I think 26 to 28. Now the prayers will start. We can recite the next one. Hare Krishna. If there is anything to
Hare
discuss,
Krishna.
yeah. Otherwise, we can go to the next verse. I think from 26 to 26. Yeah, verse number 26. We can go.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Can I read?
Okay, Prabhuji. I think nobody has anything add. Okay.
Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Chapter 2, Sloka number 26. Satyavratam Satyaparam Trisandhyam Satyasya Yonim Nihitam Cha Satye Satyasya Satyam Bruta Satyanetram Satyatmakam Tvam Saranam Praparnaha Satyavratam Satyaparam Trisatyam Satyasya Yonim Nihitam Cha Satye Satyasya Satyam Ruta Satyanetram Satyatmakam Tvam Saranam Prapannaha. Translation. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation. The demigods prayed, O Lord, you never deviate from your vow, which is always perfect, because whatever you decide is perfectly correct and cannot be stopped by anyone. Being present in the three phases of cosmic manifestation, creation, maintenance, and annihilation, you are the supreme truth. Indeed, unless one is completely truthful, one cannot achieve your favor, which therefore cannot be achieved by hypocrites. You are the active principle, the real truth in all the ingredients of creation, and therefore you are known as Antaryami, the inner force. You are equal to everyone, and your instructions apply for everyone. For all time, you are the beginning of all truth. Therefore, offering our obeisances, we surrender unto you. Kindly give us protection. Shall I read once again or enough, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Can read. It's very beautiful.
Shall
Yes,
I
sir.
read purport, Prabhuji?
Okay, read Mataji.
Oh, Mataji. Perfect.
Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Purport. The demigods are devotees known perfectly well that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the true substance, whether within this material world or in the spiritual world. Srimad Bhagavatam begins therefore with the words Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Satyam Param Dhimahi. Vasudeva Krishna is the Param Satyam, the supreme truth. The supreme truth can be approached or understood by the supreme method as declared by the supreme truth. Bhaktya mam abhijananti yavan yaschasmi tattvataha. Srimad Bhagavad Gita 18.55. Bhakti, devotional service, is the only way to understand the absolute truth. For protection, therefore, the demigods surrendered the supreme truth, not to the relative truth. They are persons who worship various demigods, but the supreme truth, Krishna, declares in Bhagavad Gita 7.23. Antavantatu palam tesham tad bhaktya alpamedasam. Men of small intelligence worship the demigods, and their fruits are limited and temporary. Worship of demigods may be useful for a limited time, but the result is antavanta, perishable. This material world is impermanent. The demigods are permanent. The demigods are impermanent, and the benedictions derived from the demigods are also impermanent. Whereas the living entity is eternal. Nityo Nityanam Chetanas Chetananam. Katha Upanishad 2.2.13. Every living entity, therefore, must search for eternal happiness, not temporary happiness. The word Satyam Param Dhimahi indicate that one should search for the absolute truth, not the relative truth. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Stop or continue?
No, continue, Mataji.
While offering prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nrsimhadev Prahlad Maharaj said, Balasya Neha Saranam Pitarau Nrsimha Nartasya Chagadam Udanvati Madhyato Nauha. Generally, it is understood that the protectors for a child are his parents, but this is not actually the fact. The real protector is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Taptasya tat pradividirya in ihanja chestas tavadvibho tanubrutam tvadu pekshitanam. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9.19. If neglected by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, a child, despite the presence of his parents, will suffer, and a diseased person, despite all medical help, will die. In this material world, where there is a struggle for existence, men have invented many means for protection, but these are useless if the Supreme Personality of Godhead rejects them. Therefore, the demigods purposefully say Satyan, Satyantakam Tvam Saranam Prapannaha. Real protection can be obtained from you, O Lord, and therefore we surrender unto you. The Lord demands that the one surrender unto him. Sarvadharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Saranam Raja. And he further says, Sahrudeva Prapanno Yasta Vasmati cha Yachate. Abhayam Sarvada Tasmai Dadamye Tad Vitram Mama. If one surrenders unto me sincerely, saying, My Lord, from this day I am fully surrendered unto you, I always give him protection. That is my vow. Wow. Ramayana Yuddha Kanda 18.33. The demigods offered their prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead because he had now appeared in the womb of his devotee Devaki to protect all the devotees harassed by Kamsa and his lieutenants. Thus, the Lord acts as Satyavrata. The protection given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be compared to the protection given by the demigods. It is said that Ravana was a great devotee of Lord Shiva. But when Lord Ramachandra went to kill him, Lord Shiva could not give him protection. Lord Brahma and Lord
Hare
Shiva
Krishna, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, we will continue, Prabhuji, very long purport. But
So if you want, we can discuss now. And yeah, so even like 5 minutes earlier, I also want to go. I have some job. 10:25, I will stop actually. So whatever we discuss now, maybe tomorrow we can continue the next paragraph. So here we can see the prayer starters now. Now prayers by demigods are beginning from this verse actually. So here Krishna is called the Supreme Satya. You can say Satyavratam, Satyaparam. Satyavratam means you are always truthful to your perfect vows. Satyaparam, you are the supreme absolute truth. Trisatyam, you are present in all three phases, creation and maintenance and also in destruction. Satyasya Yonim, you are the cause of all relative truths. Nihitam cha Satya, you are the inner force, Antaryami, within all elements, Paramatma. Satyasya Satyam, you are the truth of all truth. Ritasatya Netram, you are the origin of all pleasing truths. Satyatmakam Tvam, everything pertaining to you is truth. Sharanam Prapanna, therefore we are fully surrendering unto your shelter. So wonderful purport, Prabhupada, tirelessly writing so much in references. You can see how much love Prabhupada is having towards Krishna. That's why you can see his purports, very elaborate purports. Prabhupada painstakingly writes. Hmm? Now we are writing like, something, Vyasa Puja or something, even one page we are writing, it takes so much time for us to write. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. We are thinking, we don't know what words to put. But Prabhupada, you see, very spontaneously writes such a big purport that shows how much he was attached, attracted, and devoted to Lord Krishna. Because somebody who cannot love cannot write like this. You can see nobody has glorified God like what Prabhupada has glorified. Even if you take other religions, there's also small books only there. But nobody has glorified God to this extent. What Prabhupada has did in his purports. He has shown he said, these are my devotional ecstasies. The purports are my devotional ecstasies. Prabhupada is fully happy when he's writing all this. He's happy to glorify the Lord. So when somebody is happy to do some job, he will do more and more job. But when you are not happy to do a job, then you will try to reduce the job. But we can see Prabhupada is so much happy that he's not able to stop his purport. He keeps on giving references and glorifies the Lord. So here we can see this is demigod prayed like this. Satyam. So 26 to 28, the subject is Krishna is the cause of all causes. And especially this verse 26 is Krishna is the supreme truth, supreme Satya. That's why the whole verse is coming Satya, 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 all full Satya only. He is the truth,
yes.
absolute truth. Others all relative truth only. So here if you go to the purport, we can see here the whole subject is they are glorifying Krishna as the supreme truth by different Satyasya Yonim, Satyaparam, Trisatyam, like that. Finally they are telling, therefore we surrender to you. Sarvadharman Parityaja, same thing, the demigods also saying, we are surrendering to you. Saranam Prapanna. So kindly give us protection. That is also important. Demigods are paying for protection. That's why Prabhupada is mentioning the purport also, Balasya Neham Pitru Narsimha. Like, unless Krishna will protect, we cannot be protected. So recently also we had this war in the Middle East. Everybody is thinking to go to like homeland to be secure. But unless Krishna give protection, wherever we are, we cannot be safe. That we can understand from this purport. The demigods or devotee know perfectly well that Supreme Personality Godhead is the true substance. Param Satyam. Whether we hear in this material world or in the spiritual world, he is a Satyam. And only one Satyam, not there is two. So therefore the Srimad Bhagavatam begins with the word Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Satyam Param Dhimahi. This word, the word used Satyam, truth, Param, supreme truth. So Vasudeva is using this word Satyam Param Dhimahi. Who is that? Vasudeva or Kṛṣṇa is the Param Satyam, the supreme truth. So how do you know the supreme truth? Kṛṣṇa only saying in Bhagavad Gita 18.5 by bhakti. Bhaktyamami bijanasi yavan yaschasmi tattvatah. If you want to know me in truth, you have to practice devotional service. So, therefore, demigods are also surrendering to the supreme truth, not to the relative truth. But here in the material world, people are also praying to various demigods. But supreme truth is Kṛṣṇa. But why people are going to the demigods? They want some material benefits. And Kṛṣṇa in Bhagavad Gita 7.23 is saying, whatever benefits you get from demigods, it is also temporary. Because demigod itself, Jivatma, he is also temporary like us. Antavantu phalam tesham tadbhavati alpa medasham. Like you go to a minister, you take some kind of recommendation from him, you are very happy, but next time if you want to go, maybe the minister changed to another post. He is no more there. He did not win in the election. So if you go to him again, he will tell, no, I am not minister now, I cannot do anything for you. Last time I was in that post, I was able to help you, I was able to get you a job, like that. But this time I cannot do because I am defeated. Same like the demigods, as long as they are in that position, they can give you some support. But the demigods are also temporary, same like Jivatma. So their intelligence, men of small intelligence. So who are worshipping demigods, Kṛṣṇa uses this word small intelligence. See, you can see Tadbhavati Alpa Medasham. Meda means intelligence, Alpa means little intelligence. People who are having little intelligence and they go for temporary things. They worship demigods. So worship of demigods may be useful for a limited time. That's why I said, no, one minister is there, you get some work done through him. But next time, if he's not in the post, you cannot get any benefit. But the result is antavat, perishable, because the whole material world is not permanent. Then what about things you get in the material world? See, material world is impermanent, temporary. Demigods are temporary, and the benediction taken from demigods are also temporary. After hearing this, somebody goes to demigods and pray for I want this, I want that, means that their intelligence level is very less. Who is saying? Prabhupada is not saying, Kṛṣṇa himself saying, Antavanta palam tesham tadbhavati alpa medasham. This is Kṛṣṇa. The Supreme Lord itself classifies this person as alpa medasham. Okay, and we are eternal. You know the Jivatma never dies, right? So nityo nityanam, chetana chetananam. So therefore, we are eternal. So we should search for something eternal happiness, not temporary happiness. Okay, so they say the greatest illusion is to try to get temporary happiness. I'll read that word. That quote is very nice quote. The greatest illusion of the life. What is the greatest illusion? The greatest illusion of life is believing that temporary things can give permanent happiness. See, greatest illusion of life is to believe that temporary things can give permanent happiness. No, temporary things can give only temporary happiness, not actually permanent happiness. So we have to understand that Tadbhavati Alpa Medasham. That's why Kṛṣṇa is telling that everything is temporary. The material world is temporary. The whatever phalam we got, that also temporary, and the demigods also temporary. That's Prabhupada quotes the verses which Prahlad Maharaj prayers are there. Balasya neham charanam pitru narsimha. Normally we are thinking that we are protecting our children, right? That's what we are thinking. We are earning, we are giving them food, shelter, everything. But that is not actually fact as per the scripture. The real protector is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's what Prahlad Maharaj is saying. Balasya neham charanam pitru narsimha means actually the child is being protected by you, my dear Lord. Otherwise, sometimes the child is taken to the very expensive hospital, given the costliest treatment, still the child dies. So, the real protector is Kṛṣṇa. That is very important. Taptasya tat pridvi yaha hejana cheshtas tavad vivo tanubritham tad upekshitanam. Bhagavatam 7.9.9. This is Prahlad Maharaj prayers to Narasimhadev. If the child is neglected by the Supreme Lord, despite the presence of his parents, will suffer and diseased, and a diseased person, despite with all medical help, will die. So final control is with Kṛṣṇa. That we have to understand. We may take treatment. There's not Kṛṣṇa consciousness is not telling don't take treatment. Say there are like some people, I know Pentecost, the one form of Christian group, no Pentecost. If they are fever, cough, cold, anything comes, they will only pray to God. they will not go to hospital because they fully believe that God only will protect. That is good. But here, Krishna consciousness, they are not preached like that. That we have to put effort from our side. You can go for treatment, go for hospital treatment, you can take medicines, but you should know that this medicine will work only when Krishna will give his mercy. Krishna will protect. That's why when somebody is going, we only pray for them for quick recovery. When Krishna wants to protect, we will protect. But it is not that the medicine will save us. Medicine we are taking, but when Krishna will empower, then only the medicine will work. Okay? Despite of will suffer a despised diseased person, despite of all medical help will die. So no harm to take treatment when we have some bodily inconvenience, but we should know behind this treatment, Krishna's mercy has to be there, or Krishna has to protect us. When Krishna will protect, then the medicine will work. Otherwise, if Krishna will not protect, even whatever medicine you take, it will not work. In this material world where there is a struggle for existence, men have invented so many means of protection. So we have missile system, we have so many, what is it, protection system, like we have this radar protection system for every country to stop the incoming missiles. So human beings have created many this kind of defense systems and all to protect. But these are useless if the Supreme Personality of Godhead rejects them. So the actual protection, the supreme protection is actually from the Krishna. Therefore, the demigods purposefully say, Satyamakam tum sharanam prapana. The last line is actually the real protection can be obtained. So we are surrendering to you. This is a very nice statement. You have to understand. The demigods are very higher position than us, and their level of danger they are exposed is less than us. No, they are not exposed like our danger. Nuclear radiation, bomb threat, nothing is there. Only their danger is asuras. So, but they are also taking surrender shelter of Krishna, telling that only you can protect us. So here we can see the Lord. That's why Krishna is saying the final instruction: better surrender to me. If you are surrendering to me, I will protect you. Same like parents are telling to their child, "You be with me. I will guide you. Whatever for your life, we will take care of you." Like that, a child is in the parents' care. It is not slavery. It is protection. Same way, when we are in the shelter of Krishna, it is not slavery. It is actually protection. Sarvadharmam parityaja. So if one surrenders unto me sincerely, saying, Prabhupada refers here from Ramayana, Yuddha Kanda 18.33. So Lord Ram says that if anybody from this day, we go to the Lord and say, from this day I am fully surrendered to you. I always give him, then Lord Ram says, I will give him protection. This is my, this one, what is it? Satyavratam, means your perfect vows. Krishna, Rama, Lord Ramachandra is telling, I will give him protection. That is Lord Ramachandra's assurance. So the demigod offer their prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead because he had now appeared in the womb of his devotee, Devaki, to protect all devotees harassed by Kamsa and his lieutenants. Thus, the Lord acts as Satyavrata. The first statement word in the sloka, Satyavrata, means truthful to the perfect vows. The protection given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be compared to the protection given by demigods. So the demigods and the Supreme Lord protection is not in the same level. It is said that Ravana, example, immediately Prabhupada is giving example. Ravana was a great devotee of Lord Shiva, but when Lord Ramachandra went to kill him, Lord Shiva could not give him protection. So we can understand the protection given by other demigods cannot actually protect. Lord Brahma also protected Hiranyakashipu by giving a lot of boons, but Narsimadev actually came and killed him, surpassing all the boons, right? So these are some of the examples where somebody taken the shelter of demigod, but still they were being destroyed by the supreme will of the Lord. But one who has taken the will, shelter of Lord, like Ambarish Maharaj, even though the what is it, Ambarish Maharaj, that Durvasa Muni want to kill him for violating the vrata, but the Lord protected him. Eventually, the demon was destroyed. Like that, there are many examples in scripture. If you are taking shelter of Krishna, you will be getting the ultimate protection, and nobody can harm us. That's why Krishna is telling in the last statement, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Braja. Am Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayisami Masucha. So we will stop here. We'll continue after this. Tomorrow you can continue the rest of this purport. Hare Krishna. So Prabhu, I will also leave now. And we'll meet again. Maybe after a couple of days I'll come online. Okay, Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
Okay. Prabhuji, when we will be available, Prabhuji?
And today is Sunday. Then Monday and Tuesday is actually my morning shoot. Wednesday we are having special program, Ekadasi program in the hall because holidays are coming. So Thursday morning I'll come.
Possible.
Okay, Prabhu?
Okay,
Yeah.
Prabhuji.
So Wednesday maybe not required Bhagavatam class also because we have program here. So we have special program.
Yeah.
Most of them will be attending. We have Kirtan Mela, we have chanting Ekadasi on that day.
Oh,
Because
very
we
good.
have 5 days holiday from
5
Tuesday.
days,
From
Prabhuji?
6 days.
Is it Muharram?
5 days actually. Yeah.
Eid,
But that,
Eid it is. Eid.
yeah. So starting from Tuesday, so Wednesday we had kept a special program. So Thursday I will come for Bhagavatam class. Okay, Prabhu?
Possible. Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you very much. Whatever, Prabhuji, we are lucky whenever you get. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So I am also learning from Bhagavatam. It is not that
Thank you.
I know everything. I am also learning, getting inspiration from Bhagavatam with all your association.
You are leaving, Prabhuji?
Now I say, Prabhu, I have to leave. I have some work. Now I am leaving.
Okay. So thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you all devotees for joining as well as for joining. Hare Krishna. Good numbers, 18 today. Very well. Okay, so we will chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahandara for Shivana Paraji as well as all the devotees who are present today for everybody's spiritual progress. All together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare